Change is going to be seen, heard, and experienced whereas up to now. You are simply aware that change was coming. Evolution can never be stopped because man's true nature as the individualization of the one omnipresent divine consciousness and will eventually be remembered by every soul because there is reality. Those working to prevent the majority of waking out of the third-dimensional dream thrive on the fear, suffering, and ignorance that it creates. The three-dimensional dream experience is the evolutionary process for the many, but there are some who never incarnate on Earth. Choosing to evolve on other planets, learning through experiences of duality and separation constitute an intense and difficult path not for the faint-hearted, but one that graduates strong and powerful beings of highly evolved consciousness willing and prepared to assist those following. Even though you are a super being and always have been, you negate all of your unique skills while of the earth foremost, and most common among them is your ability to manifest. You likely tested limited manifesting skills as an earthling life, afterlife, to fulfill karmic debt, or to reunite with friends and family members from other arenas. But you seldom or never use your manifesting skills to create joy. Such is so because you were completely invested in 3D fear. Fear is not sustainable if you feel ongoing joy. So your manifesting skills were warped, and as it were, into your fear package of earth life. It is time to reclaim your joy manifesting skills. Even though difficult choices or times might arise in the next few days or weeks, your ability to manifest will help you exit your pain. Many of you continue to experience pain because there is a habit, not because you have to. Or in some cases, in addiction, perhaps you tried to smoke when you were young. Even though the initial smoking effects were unpleasant, repetition increased your desire until you were addicted. And so, it is for your need to deny joy. Within the portal that we are experiencing now, there is much chaotic energy, where the wave patterns of parallel realities intersect and run parallel for a while. There is destabilization of everything, until we choose the one that we pay attention to and align with. If we want to live in a world of love and joy in great intensity, we embrace positivity in every way. In alignment with our inner knowing, we can be fearless and self-determined. Our awareness expands into brilliance everywhere in beauty with compassionate and loving relationships. By resolving and releasing our limiting beliefs about ourselves, we can transcend into a dimension beyond time and space. We can participate in the world of time and space, while also being aware of the most life-enhancing thoughts and feelings about ourselves and others. We can imagine the light of love in ourselves and others. This is how we become aligned with its energetics and are able to recognize its reality in another dimension that is destabilizing the dimension we've lived in. Become alert and aware of ever-present fear-mongering often disguised has been for your own good. Be patient with those around you who fear change. Explain Earth's ascension process if the person is receptive, but never force truth on anyone. Allow those who are simply not interested in more evolved ideas or who are working to maintain the status quo to rant and rave as they please, because the actions of human egos have no power to affect reality. In the three-dimensional belief system, peace is considered to be any activity of non-violence treaties between countries. Actions taken and decisions made between friends and family members to maintain harmony, ignoring slights or insults, remaining silent in certain situations, and often the surrender of personal empowerment in order to keep space. Fear is the manifestation of separation consciousness and has no divine law to support, maintain, or hold it in place, because God is the only power and not subject to or affected by beliefs of separation. Fear is the self-preservation aspect of separation consciousness and is presently dominating Earth's collective consciousness, which is why you are seeing as much chaos. Self-preservation is ingrained in almost everyone's energy field simply because in less evolved past lives it was necessary for survival. Many of you will proclaim that it cannot be that simple. You must have to jump through so many hoops you will never clear your fear addiction. And by thinking such thoughts, you never will. It is over. Karma is treaty. A fear-based life is off treaty. Your treaty being and all that entails no longer exists. It is time for you inner fears, addictions to end, not by a grueling physical or emotional process, but by merely proclaiming that your addiction no longer serves you and that you are a new being. It is over. Allow yourself to be wholly in you instead of in small incremental things. Maybe tomorrow I'll be joyful, or maybe next year my dream will be fulfilled. This is not a learning or growing phase. This is a phase of knowingness and implementing that knowingness. All you have to do is allow yourself to be entirely new you. There are no programs or instructors who can do it for you. Only you can allow yourself to be fully joyful, not tomorrow, next month, or next year, but now. What would change your approach to life if you knew you were no longer addicted to or promoting fear? And so it is. It is over. Your magic wand is your inner knowing that the fear you continue to hold within you is no longer needed. These are all a part of the game of conscious expansion that we are involved in. Making the shift within the current energetic portal means being open to understanding how to live very differently. We can choose to be always grateful for everything because we have created it in our own consciousness and it has manifested of us. Once we realize that we are the one, we no longer have personal drama or anxiety of any kind. Even now, life flows effortlessly as much as we allow ourselves to realize. At some point, we are ready to release all fear and doubt. Our ego consciousness becomes a willing participant in alignment with our inner knowing. To the extent that we are able to release our limitations, we open our realization to infinite awareness. Beyond time and space, we are our eternal presence of awareness with unlimited creative power in every dimension of consciousness. We are fractals of our Creator, sharing the same infinite consciousness and able to choose the dimension we want to experience.